SoFi is dismantling a $2 trillion industry, guys. When it comes to the fintech side and other banking stocks, SoFi is absolutely looking to be set up as a home run, and some may flirt with the word grand slam. On SoFi's investor relations page, guys, for Q4, they actually have a webinar featuring Chamath, which is actually with Social Capital. On SoFi's investor relations page, they actually have a webinar for Q4 with Chamath talking about with Social Capital IPOE going to be combining forces with SoFi, guys, to bring them public, which is absolutely exciting. And in fact, I've looked up to Chamath for such a period of time for the last 4 years that I've been investing, that when I saw him talk about actual SoFi, it was my first time being introduced to the company. And since I've been using it, now keep on when I say this, like, I'm all in on SoFi. Now let me walk that back just a hair, because when I say I'm all in with SoFi, guys, that doesn't mean that I sold all of my Tesla shares and I'm 100% in SoFi. No. We still have all of our Tesla shares. But with what we have with Tesla and some of our other stocks we've owning from Tattooed Chef and Walgreens, still are keeping those inside of our actual Fidelity account. Now, Fidelity is a wonderful company. I absolutely love everything about Fidelity when it comes to the safety and security side, their customer service. The experience that I've had interacting with them has been absolutely bar none. It's been incredible, okay? I actually moved all of our investments from Robinhood to Fidelity because of the security side, the customer service side, all of it. We did sacrifice basically how clean and nice Robinhood is, but with SoFi, all new investment money is going 100% into SoFi, because SoFi actually has just as good customer service. When you call these people, how well they treat you and take care of you, the experience I've had so far has been exactly what I've had with Fidelity. But the other thing that's cool is that just like Robinhood, their interface is absolutely incredible, along with having some leaderboards in it, which is a very unique idea. It kind of gives it like a Facebook-esque type feel, but with finances. It's pretty darn neat. But anyways, guys, I want to actually react to a little bit of the piece of this webinar video from Chamath talking about how they are looking to disrupt and attack a $2 trillion opportunity as I knock my cord out of my ear. Let's go ahead and hop in and listen to it.
Very, very low best-in-class churn. And across all these dimensions, what I can tell you is that SoFi ranks the best. And this is why we're so excited to partner with them on IPOE. The setup for this company is really incredible. SoFi is systematically dismantling more than $2 trillion of market cap that is held by all the companies on the right-hand part of this slide. In fact, many of these companies are forced to fight with one hand tied behind their back. Through a combination of a lot of regulatory oversight and technology that is in some cases 50 and 60 and 70 years old, they have to compete against SoFi's modern product experience that was built in the last 5, 6, and 7 years.
Which kind of jumps back to the idea that you have that new age Robinhood feel, but with that security of what you would have with Fidelity. Because, I mean, if you use their app, it is easy to use, just like anything when you learn it, understand how to use it, but it's not as user friendly, and there's not much really to it. Like, you can't, man, it feels like a plain bagel, right? If you eat a bagel, bagels taste pretty good, but you'd kind of rather have some cream cheese, butter, cinnamon, all that other fun stuff on there. You want something on it. SoFi provides that, and it's absolutely incredible. They have a huge, huge advantage.
What that's resulted is the ability for SoFi to build this incredibly elusive combination of a best-in-class consumer business and a best-in-class enterprise business. So the consumer business, to start with, looks in the following way. What they have done over the last 18 months is systematically launch many successful products on top of this first hero product, which was the student loan refinance business. And in so doing, what they've been able to do is show 6 quarters of sequential quarter-over-quarter growth. This is the most obvious and important demonstration of product quality, which is consumer adoption. By the end of 2021, we forecast that SoFi will have more than 3 million members. And along the way, with those millions of members, what they are finding is this virtuous cycle in their ability to cross-sell and upsell these new products at low or no cost of acquisition. So what does that mean? When you look at home loans, for example, when they created that product, they were able to upsell that to existing members. And what they found out was 2/3 of the new home loan sales came from existing members. Again, you can imagine that comes at zero cost. In fact, if you look across the platform broadly now, what we see is that SoFi is an incredibly unique situation where almost 1 in 4 of all new product sales come from existing members. In fact, in 2021, there'll be more than 4 million products sold to their members. So now you can see what is building here. Millions of members at the top of the funnel, consuming millions of products, starts to create what we think is the real competitive moat for this business. Because when you have these millions of people giving SoFi their personal, financial, and behavioral data, what it allows SoFi to do is to build better risk models. And why that's so important is that then it allows them to better price risk. That's how you lend money without losing money in fintech. And in doing that, what they're able to do is take all of those profits and take that success and that confidence and reinvest it into creating more and more products for consumers to use.
SoFi has very much so very quickly shown me that their whole focus is customer experience. So when they get you into their ecosystem and you see how easy it is, especially with their app, guys, if you ever get an opportunity, whether you use Android or iPhone, download SoFi, SoFi. You will see how easy it is used. And when they talk about how easy it is for them to upsell them, it's right in front of you to the point that when you're using, like, for me, for my experience, when I use their investing platform side, the money side, the loan side, all of it's on there. And your curiosity gets pegged and you end up looking and going through it. The other thing that I really love about this company, and I've mentioned it in one of my past videos, is that I love the fact that they're really focused on the consumer. They're focused on the consumer of not nickeling and diming them, but they're focused on educating them. It's one of those things that if you continue to feed and take care of somebody, they're going to continue to come back to you. Now, in a real life situation, that's not always necessarily true. But in this context, like if you have a good experience with a restaurant, you're going to want to keep going back to that restaurant. And I'll tell you, just like a lot of people that I've been talking to that have just tried SoFi or been with SoFi for a while, the user experience has been absolutely phenomenal for them. Very much so a similar experience to what I've been having. I'm telling you right now, looking into the future when it comes to fintech, I am a big believer of Square with their Cash App. But when I look at like Cash App and how it's set up, it's very easy and simplistic to be able to use. But it's not a SoFi. SoFi is simple and simplistic to use, but it goes that extra mile in providing resources for you to become educated and help you become more financially independent to help move yourself forward, which honestly, a lot for me, I really emotionally connect with, because a lot of me wanting to make this actual YouTube channel and make videos like these is so I can share my experience and have a conversation with the community, and also hopefully give a little bit of perspective and direction with mistakes that I've made or things that have gone well to hopefully help educate and document my financial journey. But the feelings and excitement that I have about SoFi with their focus and their leadership that they have is very much so reminiscent about when I started investing in Tesla. When I started investing in Tesla, learning everything I was learning about Elon Musk, about how they work to compensate their employees, they focus on the customer, they go the extra mile to make sure their product is absolutely on par, and they continually place these updates that are out there, not just with the software, but updating their product and continually focusing on making it the best. And you can tell SoFi has that exact feeling to it, with obviously some different variants. They're in a different industry, et cetera, like different leadership. The leadership is good and focused and on point. And I'm absolutely super excited for SoFi. And we're going to continue to invest in dollar cost average and get in. Today, it actually went up pretty big. And I'm not going to lie, I had to keep myself emotionally in check, because I had a little bit of that feeling of fear of missing out. Because anytime we invested in something, a lot of times it tends to go down, which is good, because I want to be able to establish a good, healthy position. But just like getting into Tattoo Shaft, after I started buying it, it started running up. And I was like, oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to make the kind of position that I want. So anyways, guys, if you enjoy investor-related content, if you want to follow SoFi, Tesla, Bitcoin, really anything that can help you make good generational wealth, guys, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Like the video because it's a big help. And leave me a comment down below, guys. Have you actually used SoFi and gotten in to use their products? And do you plan on giving them a shot? Anyways, guys, till the next one. Peace.